All right, what's up, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. Let's get this party started, man. The stream, the background starting to come together. It's still a work in progress. I'm nowhere near done, but it's coming along. All right, but anyway, let me get a tweet out real quick so we can begin. What do we say today? Actually, I know what I want to say today. All right. Dearest Rats Marvel Champions. Actually, wait, hold on one sec. How do I cancel this tweet? Probably the X, huh? What did I... Okay, alright, yeah. Dearest Rats Marvel Champions. That's not... What the... Come on, what's happening? Damn it, I clicked the wrong button. Dearest at Marvel Champions. There we go. Third time's the charm, guys. Dearest at Marvel Champions. Listen, I've been happily showing off my new setup, but just for anyone just starting out, all you really need is a phone and a desire to make videos. Get the rest over time like I did. Oh no! Actually, yeah, we'll go with that anyway. Doesn't have an happily shown off my new setup. But for anyone just starting out, all you really need is a phone and a desire to make videos. Yeah, tweet. All right, cool. All right, what's up, everybody? Ooh, the atmosphere looks much nicer tonight. It does, right? It's still a work in progress.
Man loves beans.
It's a work in progress. Your stream is shadow banned, bro? Huh? Peanut, you sent over a buck saying slap? Question mark? Peanut, I do appreciate the buck, but the slap only goes to the first person of the night. Or in this case, we had two first people. One being Stubbs the man and the other being Static. So slap. Thank you both of you very much. Peanut, still thank you very much as well, but slap, it's already out there. I did it, PG. I can finally get slapped. You can, dude. Enjoy it. Thank you, guys. Okay, yeah, there we go. Owl Skeleton saying 05. What's up, Owl Skeleton? Saying I did a rank 3 Mangog gameplay today on my channel, but the damage was so duty that I was having such a hard time playing him. Part 1, okay. Let me see, I'll watch out for part 2. Well, that stinks. That's kind of a bummer here. I actually have not gotten a chance to play Mangog yet. So, kind of working on it. BG, there's so much light now, it doesn't feel like you're reading me a bedtime story anymore. Vincent, I'm sorry, man. I gotta figure out a way, because I actually don't want it to be too bright. And it does feel like it might be a little too bright right now. So, I'm working on it, man. I want to have like different setups where one is more of like a daytime, like, yeah, man, bright and shiny, you know what I mean? And then the other one more of like that chill nighttime vibe. I mean, The orange right now probably doesn't help that it's more of that. Actually, I don't even know, man. Like, oh, Hollow Skeleton, you sent over part 2. I was looking for it in a non-super chat, but you sent over another super chat. Well, thank you, dude. Saying, but I've been playing Storm Pyramid X and loving her so much. Oh, nice, dude. That's awesome, man. That is very awesome. Cool, dude. Storm Pyramid X, I really like her as a champion. It's just, I wish she was just did a little bit more, you know. Where'd you buy your PC parts from? I got this PC like 5 years ago, dude. I think it was a mix of like Amazon and Newegg, you know. The PC hasn't changed yet. That's like one of the final things that needs to change. I forgot. We were talking about PCs the other day, and I was like, I don't really need a better PC anyway for streaming. I just need it for like video editing. But that's not even true. I remember there was a couple of cool things that I wanted to do stream wise that I'm not able to do because my PC, I have been held back by it. It's just I don't think about it because like I took that out of my memory. You know, it's like, oh, I can't do that. Okay, no worries. I gotta set up here, and that's fine enough. But there is actually some limitations to my current setup. Anyway, then I'll be kind of all good to go, at least for what I need to actually buy. There's other things that'll happen with the stream that you guys just haven't seen yet. Lakers Bodyguard seeing it over Buck saying, Beaver, how the heck are you? Fantastic. Love your new setup, and also your background looks peaceful like a dojo. Oh yeah, dude! I almost got I almost put like a Mr. Miyagi thing up there, but I was like, no, man, I'll keep it to games. Yeah, I seriously did think about it though. Anyway, the Banana Dojo, you're welcome. Anyways, happy birthday, Pelon. Thank you, Lakers Bodyguard, even though it's not my birthday. Thank you, dude. Maximus, Senator 5 saying, can we get a little more heat on the dome light? What's up, buddy? I'm so pale, though, from never being outside. Is this what you really want? Is this what you want from me? Ah! It burns. Dude, I gotta get some sun. Oh, man, I'm so pale. I'm so incredibly pale. Let's see if we can get... I did want to maybe... I don't know if I should play with it right now. I finally got my light back under control again, too, man. I was having so many internet issues. And when Comcast, when I had to use their router and stuff, I actually couldn't connect my light to it. It's having all these problems, man. But now I actually do have the control over the light again, you know. I mean, what's a good one here? Can we change this a little bit? Is this more nighttime vibey? If we go back to the blue, or did you guys like the kind of orangish color? And maybe we need to turn the brightness down a little bit back there too. Oh, we don't want to go too dark though, man. That's way too dark. Oh man, this app sucks, dude. This app really sucks. I like the light strip thing, but the control in the app is not good. I don't know. Maybe we'll leave it like this. Looks nice. Yes, blue. All right, we'll keep this one on. It kind of blends in better with the background of the game, I think. A little bit less contrasty. So we'll keep this one going. Blue's been the thing for a little bit here. A little blue and green mix. All right, anyway, Maximus, dude. Thank you for the 5, though, man. Hope you enjoyed that extreme bright light. Oh, man. James sent over a buck as well. And it's your birthday? Well, in that case, happy B-Day. Oh, my goodness. It is not my birthday. Damn you, Lakers Bodyguard, for saying it was. Well, thank you, James. Statics and 5 saying, so BG, skipping the Cavs. That Cav monthly bundle is pretty sweet, right? Oh, it's definitely pretty sweet. Yeah, I mean, I always knew it was good. Like, from the day it came out, I never ever said it was bad. It's just, you know, man, it looks like I got a lot of units, but I got plans for these units. People don't understand that. People are like, dude, when are you actually gonna use those units? I'm like, never. No, I do have plans for them. It's just when the time is right. The follow-up to the Abyss. Want to blast through that thing like day one, 100%. Is that even possible? I couldn't have made it through the Abyss in 24 hours. It would have taken long. Anyway. Or the eventual 6-star arena, if that'll ever be a thing. You know, grinding for champs. Things like that. But sometimes I will pick up that. Oh, and the 7.2 Legends, I'm going to need to buy some boosts and stuff like that too. But sometimes I for sure will pick up that monthly bundle. Anyway, that's what you're saying, though. I'm going to start buying that instead of calves. Yeah, man. I think that's the way to go. Honestly, like, if you want to get calves too, man, nothing wrong with that. But I would for sure spend units on the monthly and then get calves with, like, other leftover units or something like that. Yuki sent over 3 of them Polish bugs saying, your new look is so clean. I love it. Good job, Brian. Thank you, Yuki. Appreciate it, man. A lot of work going into making some of these changes, and it ain't over yet. Ew. Amber is the color of BG's. Oh, gee. Oh, I know that. Okay. The 311 song. What was the name of it? I mean, the name of it was Amber, I think, right? But what were the actual lyrics? Amber is the color of your energy or something like that. Damn, dude, is my game really about to crash? I got my lights connected to Wi-Fi again, and now my connection can't handle it. Setup is just so clean. Thank you, man. We're proud of you for learning to stream while standing. Oh, I'm sitting right now still, dude. That'll come later. What's the saying? You gotta sit before you could stand. Maybe not exactly, but close enough. Side note, please put the seat up and back down for Laura. Wow. Dumb question. How long did it take you to build up the stock of units you have as a free-to-play? First off, Anthony, that is not a dumb question. That's a good question, man. I can't tell you exactly because my arena grinding fluctuates quite a bit. I took off my suicide masteries, which slowed down my grind, and I have suicides back on right now because it's the off season. But then I was like trying to set up all this stuff while still putting out videos as much as possible. So and all the stuff probably doesn't seem like it, but dude, I was planning this for like months, just trying to figure out what I needed, just for probably a very small tweak from what you guys see, honestly. But I've been planning for months, trying to figure it out, stressing about it. Like, dang, dude, some of this stuff's real expensive. I don't want to blow it. I want to buy something that's crap, and you know, gonna have to replace it a few months later or something. Anyway, dude, this game. Am I really about to just restart it? Am I about? I don't think I joined fight, did I? Oh, maybe I did. Maybe I'm gonna lose 50% health. Anyway, so about the units though, to answer your question, I can get upwards of about 8,000 units a month, about 2,000 units a week, if I'm grinding all of the arenas and getting all the milestones in all of the arenas. But typically it's been a fair bit less than that for the past 5-ish months or something like that. So I just can't tell you exactly how long, but that's kind of like the maximum that I am able to get, about 2,000 units a week, including the battle chips, which I haven't been opening up battle chips too, because according to the roadmaps, they're eventually going to add a throne breaker arena crystal, and I don't imagine it having better chances of getting units. It's probably going to be the exact same unit gain, but maybe we would also get 6-star Punisher or something like that, you know. So I've been saving for that. So is the new setup that whole secret project you were working on? No. I was kind of saying that I wanted to change my set. I just didn't talk about it a whole lot because there wasn't much to talk about. No, definitely not. Static sending over another 5 though, saying also heard from Linus Tech Tips that silicon is going to be scarce for another year. Hashtag fund money. Dude, saying ain't so, man. They keep extending it, dude. At first it was like, oh yeah, it might take a few months for like first quarter 2021. And then in the news it's like, oh, it turns out first quarter 2021 is gonna be rough for X, Y, and Z reasons. So, you know, second half 2021 or something like that. Dang, dude. Alright, well, I mean, when I was changing around my setup and stuff like that, I, you know, dusted out this computer and stuff, so hopefully it continues to hold up. And yeah. But dude, Static, thank you for another 5. Appreciate you filling me in on the news, even if it ain't the best news. It's still important to know. What are some of the posters in the background? Here, if I move out of the focus of the camera, it'll focus in on the ones in the background, and you could see them. Hold on, let me get through this fight though, and I'll do that. I'll put it on the big screen. I'll go big head mode, and show you. Oh crap! I forgot to play around the global. How am I gonna get back around to a number 2 while I have the Furies active? I do 4 light hits. Yeah, I could do this. 4. Okay. Good. I'm gonna time out in this fight, man. There's no way. I mean, if I was full focused on this fight, I could probably just barely make it, but not gonna make it, even with the Foresight Global. Oh, hold on. I got a lot of Furies, though. I got 3 Furies coming around. This could be good. I also get an intercept right here. Oh, no. All right. Well, we still got off the poison. Dang, my light attack intercepts are off today. Holy moly. All right. Well, actually, this might be doable if I can get back around to 1 more poison. This is my only AQ fight after this. No. Oh, God. Oh, no. So, you want to see those posters? Here, let me show you. If I go... Well, this is going to cover it up. If I do this, okay, and I'm gonna get out of the way of the camera so that'll focus on the posters in the background. There we go. So up there we've got Bowser, basically Godzilla mode Bowser, you know. Hopefully the camera doesn't refocus on my face since my face is kind of in the shot. Then we got Mega Man in the middle, the top middle, of course. The top right, this is Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Or, I don't know, yeah, Link to the Past. For some, I almost corrected myself to Link's Awakening, which would have been wrong. But no, it's Link to the Past, where you get the 3 pendants, grabbing that Master Sword, you know. This is Zangief with his, this is the one that was up yesterday, you know, with his pipe. He's basically like a Hugh Hefner Zangief right there next to the fireplace, just chilling. You earned it, bud. Look at that chest hair. Then we got Cloud, of course, from Final Fantasy VII, and then these are all the boos, which are very appropriate for this stream, since I like to boo. the ghosts from Super Mario World. So yeah, those are all the different posters. Basically, my childhood. There's so many games from my childhood. There's only so much wall space, and technically I overlapped them with Bowser and the ghosts. But I thought they both looked cool, and I couldn't pick, so I just went with it. Redwoods and over Buck though saying, BG, my girlfriend convinced me to grow my hair out. I was unsure at first, but now it's starting to grow on me. Ugh, boo. Actually, still don't have my soundboard back online yet, but boo, dude. Boo. What up, Super Sam? How you doing, dude? All right, let me. I unfortunately have to still do this fight. Just because I died doesn't mean I'm out of this fight scot-free. So I'm gonna pop a revive, and I'm gonna use this fight to heal up. It's acid wash. I could just use man thing for it, but this is the easiest fight. Even though I died, it's the easiest fight on this path. And then I have some tough ones coming up where, especially when running suicides, I'm gonna need both of my champs alive for it. All right, so what I want to do is hit into this guy a bunch to get the debuffs, to get myself into heal mode. And then we double up that healing, and now I'm getting 360 life every half second. 720 life a second. What a beautiful thing. King Groot, you are a machine. Alright, now I've got the Furies back up. I need to hit this guy's block again to give myself the debuffs. There we go. And we're back in heal mode, back in double heal mode. Look at this. Look at this monster right here, dude. All the oh no! Oh god, please don't kill me again. Oh, that kind of sucked. All these people though, dogging on King Groot, don't even know his power. I gotta push him back though. God, that set me back. Having to heal again here. That's okay. Let me get some double heal. Turtle up. Turtle up, bud. There we go. There we go. Alright, got the double heal going. Gonna hit his block again to get back into my heal mode. Look at that, man. Almost done. I do want that near full yellow bar, if not full yellow bar. Alright, next time a number 2 comes around, I'm going to just kill this guy. Problem is, can't really do it in this mode. Alright, this isn't gonna kill him. But then the next time it'll kill him. Oh man. Gotta not time out here too, that's kind of important. Okay, almost. Perfect. Alright. It's gonna be a weak poison, but I've got double healing for recovery from willpower. And full yellow bar. There it is. Alright. Sorry for the slow gameplay, but I had to do it. What sig level is your King Groot? Let's find out. Hey there, hi there, ho there, what's up, Star? Sig 120. Is what he's currently at. Oh, by the way, I'm so sad that I didn't I had a few Sig stones expiring. They were about to expire, so I had to use them, and I could not record this to stick in the level up event video. I guess I'll talk about it in the video still. Guess I could do that, but I didn't have my setup done yet, so I couldn't actually record the video. But I actually awakened Angela and then took her to Sig 20. This was an awakening gem, not a natural awakening. I'll I'm gonna take her up to Sig 200 eventually. I'm committed, man. I think Angela is super good, super cool. I'm gonna use her in incursions and maybe some other places. You ever stream on Twitch? Nah, not really, man. If YouTube goes down, I do have a link to my Twitch, but that's pretty much it. Take that one last move here. I just play MCOC, at least for now, and the MCOC community is on YouTube, so there's no reason to go to Twitch. Tier 4 basics in, eh? Yeah, okay, let's do that. Actually, let's just go from the top. Who cares? BG, have you thought about doing a 7-day challenge with the July 4th offers? I probably won't. Saying that, who knows what'll happen. But the next new account challenge I want to do is a free-to-play one, and I'm really hopeful that the right side. The only thing I'm waiting on is the right side quest, and I want the next side quest to come along like soon. And I don't want to do these challenges like two back to back, because otherwise I'll, you know, it takes a lot of like it basically just takes a week from my main account outside of AQ and AW and stuff like that. Dude, just spamming to respond, you can't do that, man. Just send the message again, but don't do it in a spamming way. I'm gonna time you out, all right? But yeah, so who knows? If I don't do a new account challenge and the 4th of July offers come around, maybe I would consider doing another Unzo style. But I really want to do a free-to-play one more than anything. Used the 5-star awakening gem on Angela too, but it was back in 2017 when I assumed Angela was the closest we'd get to a Fantastic Four hero. Wow, Clobberin. I didn't even realize she was related to any Fantastic Four things. I guess that's why she synergizes with Mr. Fantastic, huh? Interesting. Did you watch a bunch of videos about PC parts before designing a new one? If so, can you please recommend some YouTubers? Yeah, but I don't have a new computer, just to be clear again. But I did, yeah, there's tons of tech channels. I watch a bunch of them. The one that I like the most that I could recommend is I think it's Optimum Tech or something like that. The reason I liked his channel is because I have a very small apartment, and the PC that I'm putting together is a really small PC, and he does a whole bunch of tests and reviews with like small PCs. Outside of that, I don't know. I just looked at like I would just type in something in, you know what I mean? I would just type in like AMD CPUs, video editing. Actually, no. Oh, I looked at the benchmarks on Puget. Is that how it's pronounced? Something like that. Yeah, but you just type it in. You just type in where you're looking for. Just do a quick search. Black Seraphibs, Editor 5, thank you, dude. Saying, come to Detroit so I can take you on a tour of the hood. Hashtag Westside, also in depravity, rehab. Hashtag clean. I mean, I've, you know, not to dog on my own home state or anything, but I mean, I grew up right next to the hood, man, so I'm fairly familiar. You know, didn't live in the hood, but had lots of friends who did, you know. Gone to a few house parties that it's like, all right, what are we getting into tonight? So if I was back in Jersey still, man, I could say the same thing right to you. You just grinding for milestones, BG? Yeah, milestones. You gonna post any war videos? No, not until war changes. I mean, you know, I posted one last season, and every once in a while I'll post a video, but I don't record them anymore. Did you ignore my message just because you didn't want to answer? Oh, goodness, man. I'm not going to scroll up to see your comment. Anytime I see messages like that, I can't tell if they're jokes or not anymore, but either way, there's no way I'm scrolling up for comments like that. BG, please tell me the easiest path for collector 5.2.6. I want to say it's the bottom right little loop. I think that's the one I usually take. Davin Eaton sent over 20 big ones, dude. Davin, thank you, man. Saying good evening, Brian. Please go for Odin Cavalier like Seaton. No regrets. Also, your channel's awesome. Davin, thank you, man. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you very much, man. I don't think I could do it though, man. Like, I hope Seaton gets them. I hope Seaton gets well, he pops calves for all the champs, so I can't say I hope he gets them all because that'd be unrealistic, but for the good ones, I hope he gets the really good ones at least. But the odds, they're just too low, man. It takes too long to collect these units with those odds. I was pretty set. I'll tell you guys right now. I was pretty set on popping at least 10 with the 0.31% rate, and that was already like pretty crappy drop rate, right? But then when I saw that comment, and if you missed it, I made a video about it today where someone in the comments said, no dude, 0.31%, that was for the rerun, new feature champions, 0.1%. And after seeing that, I just can't do it. It's just too low. Oh man, it's just too low. But yeah, man, dude, thank you so much for the really generous 20 though. Definitely appreciate that. Chris Cuthbert sending over 3 of them Canadian bucks, saying, dude, what's up, man? How you doing tonight? Thank you very much for the toonie and the loony. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, if anyone's looking for cutoffs, I do have the cutoffs back in the bottom left corner. It's tough to guess what Mangog's gonna go for, as a 5-star at least. The other ones should be fairly accurate. Yeah, looks like you have a fresh coat of turtle wax in that dome, BG. Looking fresh. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, dude. If I want Magneto with 1.7 million. Oh, okay. So I should clarify too. So my cutoffs, I'm trying to guess like the lowest possible score. And Magneto X, he's been around forever. So yeah, he's probably going to go like 1.6 is. It's very likely that that is what he's going to go for. But at the end of the day, like if you really want the champion, I recommend padding the score a little bit because the arenas, they are an unpredictable beast. So if you can go a little bit higher, I recommend going a little bit higher. You know, 1.8 for example, just to be safe. It's good practice because I'm not putting down safe scores in the bottom left corner. I'm putting down what I think is going to be the lowest possible. So yeah, I've made it to the Immorto path in 6.2. Hard to believe you did that whole thing without Ghost. I'm 3 lanes in. It's so tough so far. Any specific counters you recommend for the gated paths? Oh boy, Colossus really helped out a ton. Colossus and Omega Red and Namor, like those 3 kind of carried me through the mutant one. The tech one, I mean, Warlock would be insane, but I didn't have Warlock. He would have helped out so much, but I can tell you from memory, just from those fights, if you have a Warlock, you know, Warlock and Ghost, basically. If I would have had those 2, it wouldn't have been nearly as bad. And then the Cosmic one, God, the Cosmic one was so brutal. Venom and Hyperion, and Corvus, all 3 of those champs put in a lot of work for me. But yeah, man, it's just so tough. I mean, you know, if you're not doing it itemless style, then of course it's not going to be as bad. but it's still really tough. So what you might want to do, I mean, you definitely want to save those paths for last, but maybe consider, like, if you were going to pick up like the Cavalier event quest offer or something like that, you know, doing those paths, that would be a good time to like boost up, or maybe, you know, take some of the team revives that they give you and make sure that you have one of those to use before the boss, because the boss, you know, Mordo has that node where your team has to be alive, otherwise your ability accuracy and damage is reduced and all that. So yeah, those are kind of the tips I got. You Lion from Zion, what's up, dude? How's playing with the light on? Not too distracting? No, it's not bad. It's not bad. It doesn't bother me. That was a question that you must answer honestly. Here's the question. Last warning, back out. What? Last warning, back out. What do you love the most, Laura, Beans, Bananas, Man Thing, or King Groot? I mean, I'm only married to one, so and I don't want to die. So yeah, it's Laura, of course. Imagine Jim said over 5. Dude, thank you very much for the 5. Sam, what are your thoughts on the hate and vitriol sent towards content creators? Not a fan, but at the same time, I think sometimes it's oh man, I don't know. This is a tough question to answer. Because first off, what does a content creator mean? Because content creator, obviously a YouTuber would qualify for that, right? We're called content creators often, but this is not the only content in the world, you know? Like what about like movies or video games and stuff like that? And of course, you know, before the YouTube days, these guys were getting the original hate. You know, anytime like a Star Wars movie went bad, you know what I mean? Like a lot of hate goes out, you know? It will be trending on Twitter. I can guarantee you that, you know? So I don't know. Sometimes I think it sucks. And then other times I think like, I don't know, maybe the creator and the piece of that is created should be separated more. And if someone does look at like a negative comment or some negative feedback about that creative work, then maybe it just shouldn't be taken personally and just be like, well, I mean, it's so tough. Like if you really put your all into something and people don't like it, oh man, that's a tough pill to swallow. You know, so I don't know, man. I think a lot of it has to do with just the type of day that the individual is having. There's been days where a comment has just kind of like stuck in my head, and I'm just like, oh God, F it all. Why do I do this? Why bother? You know what I mean? But people also have those days who don't make content. It's just that kind of, it's almost like having like a cut. You know what I mean? Okay, all right, imagine this. You stick your hand in your pocket to get your keys, right? Everything's good. But then you get a little scrape on your hand, and you stick your hand in your pocket, and because it like rubs against that wound, puts some pressure on that wound or something, you really feel it. You know what I mean? So it's like, normally a comment, a little jab or whatever, it's like, who cares, man? It doesn't matter. But on that day that you're cut, that you're already cut, or maybe I should have used Rocky as an example, you know? When Rocky 4, he finally makes Drago bleed or something like that, and then he goes for that wound, you know, cut it open a little bit more. That's kind of how it goes, man. So I don't know. Most days I feel like people who make content, they're gonna be just fine, but if they're having a bad day, then it sucks. It really sucks. I don't know if that even answered the question you were asking, because it's a tough question to answer, to be honest. But yeah, those are my current thoughts towards it. Can we disagree without personal attacks? For sure. But and most people do. Most people do disagree or critique something without personal attacks, but a lot of people don't. Like, let's use Kabam as an example, right? 4 years ago, almost to the day, 12.0 hit. You know what I mean? There was a lot of negative criticisms towards that update. And I tried to keep it not personal at all, where I was like, yeah, the update sucks, but you know, Kabam, they're generally good people, good at what they do. Like, they'll fix it, you know what I mean? And I got hate for that because I didn't take it personal. You know what I mean? Like, and there was a lot of videos where there were like personal messages about Kabam, like reenacting little like office skits, and we take it as jokes, just the same way that hate on, you know, like maybe there's a joke on like Reddit, for example, that people think is a joke, but when it's about that person, they don't take it as a joke. You know what I mean? It's very personal to them. But that's what people want. That's what people want to see. Nobody really wants to admit it, but like the most popular of anything, it's gonna get personal. You know what I mean? Like PewDiePie, just to throw out like one of the largest, you know, most subscribed to YouTubers. If he didn't push things sometimes maybe a little bit too far, then his channel wouldn't be as big as it is. That's what people want to see. So can it be taken not to a personal level? It depends on how well you want to succeed, is the actual answer to that question. Evan Boyle sent it over 5, or what your definition of success is, I guess. But anyway. Evan Boyle sending over 5. Evan, thank you very much. Saying, should I rank 3 5-star Namor or Archangel for uncollected? Currently stuck on 5.2.4. I would say Archangel. Namor needs a really high sig level. If I had to guess, where you're currently at, 5-star sig stones are not that easy to come by. Hopefully your Archangel is at least sig level 1. That's all he really needs. If he's sig level 1, then I would for sure say Archangel. If they're both unawakened, if they're both unawakened, I'd probably still say Archangel. That's tough too, because I would say if I was starting a new account, I might pick Namor. But Namor, I think, is harder to play. So for someone's first time going through that content, yeah, I would just say Archangel across the board. Unawakened, awakened, whatever it is, I would say Archangel. But like I said, hopefully yours is at least sig level 1, and then he'll really help you a lot. For the veterans out there that are like, why are you even thinking about Namor? Here's my thought process. Namor, unawakened, he's not going to be able to get through like an Electro or something like that. But there's not even that many fights with reflective damage in that area of content anyway. But there are nodes where it's nice to stop the opponent from healing, right? But Namor, he has such an explosive rotation with his special 3. It doesn't matter if the opponent's at 100% health. if you play him right and you set up his special 3 right, the fight is over. You win. So yeah, but like I said, that would only be if you were really comfortable with Namor's rotation. And it's not an insult by any means, by the way. If I was going through 5.2.4 for the first time, I would for sure have a better time with Archangel. So yeah. Davin Eaton sent over another 20. Davin, thank you, man. Saying at least spend 3K on Odin featured crystal. You never know. Pretty pleased. I love your channel. Oh man, yeah, it's super generous of you, man. Like I said, thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. But it's only that 3,000 units is gonna be like a 1% chance to get him. So I really just can't do it. Trust me, man. I really want Odin so bad, but the odds, they're just so low. Like, it would just hurt my progress overall to get those cav crystals. So I gotta spend them elsewhere. I gotta do it. People are quick to forget that devs, CCP, and other players are real people and have actual feelings. For sure. This community overall is a much more positive one compared to most, though. So that's kind of how I look at it. Is like, yeah, man, there's always gonna be issues. I usually try to separate myself from the insults too, in a way. Because here's the way I think about it. Like, would I want to insult somebody? No. Have I insulted someone in the past? Yes. Have I regretted that insult? Yes. So I'm not perfect with it either. Nobody is. And the way I see it is like, okay, that's just like a flaw in someone's character. Even if it's not a representation of their character as a whole, in that moment, it's just something that they probably don't actually want to do, but for whatever reason, their feelings compel them to do. So I kind of see it as like more of an issue with that person, and I just, you know, don't take it personally, if that made sense. Man, this is getting philosophical over here, which I'm not smart enough to probably talk about. Anyway, BG could not do 5.2.4 with my champ pool. That quest is tough, man. I'm working on a I mean, there's guides for that quest already, but I'm working on one that hopefully will help too. But anyway, the rest of your comment. So finish Realm of Legends instead. Nice, dude. At least got something done. Dude, that's the perfect way to look at it. If you can't do one thing, don't sweat it. Go back when you're ready. You know, give it some time. Just try to do something else in the game. So Namor's more sustainable damage, especially against immune champs, which can roadblock AA. Yeah, there's luckily Act 5 doesn't. Act 5 came before the massive attempt at lowering Blade's stock. I don't want to say nerfing Blade because they didn't nerf Blade, but they tried to lower his value by adding all like the bleed immune champions and Omega Reds that aren't immune but benefit from being, you know, bled or whatever. So Archangel was like really solid throughout Act 5. Runs into a few issues, but really solid still. And then early Act 6, you know, and actually most of the way through Act 6 kind of suffered a bit. But then a lot of the newer champions, they've eased up on that bleed and poison immunity. So like Archangel's becoming stronger again as a result. It's gone full circle. But yeah, for parts of the game, Archangel's just not going to be very good. What is that, a new camera, BG? No, the camera is actually the same camera that I've been using. It's just the background has changed, and I have a light now as well. So yeah, it looks a bit different because of that, probably. God, every time I look at myself, because I can see myself when I look this way, I just realize like I need to get outside. and see the sun just once. So I'm just so incredibly white. Oh man. But yeah, okay, so the background, I probably look more clear just because the background, like my head, it kind of blends in with the color of my wall, you know. And now that I have like posters kind of all around my head, it separates it a little bit more, which is nice. It's so bright, but yes, vitamin D may help. Yeah. We can't control what happens to us. We can only control how we react. That kind of philosophy. Kind of. And even then, we can't always control it. But yeah, I agree with that. All that same line of thinking of like, yeah, we shouldn't rely on other people to make us happy. Because at the end of the day, like, it's just not going to work. So you just try to find happiness in your own way and not let other people really get you down, kind of thing. What do you think of Gambit? I'm guessing that's Gambit. Gabbjt. It's gotta be Gambit, right? I'm not really a fan of Gambit. Just his playstyle. I don't think he's a terrible champion or anything. His playstyle just doesn't mesh with how I enjoy playing the game. If I dupe mine though, my 6-star, I'll be ranking him up because his low sig level prestige is nutty. So high. What map you doing for AQBG? Map 7. We do map 7 always, unless we did take a break and did map 5 for a week because someone went on vacation to an area where they didn't have connection. But that's it. Vitamin D can't fix that dome star. He needs a full body spray tan. I don't know what I need. I need something though. PG, thinking of doing 100% Cav monthly event quest after the update to the rewards. What do you think? Yeah, I mean the rewards before the update, it was still worth it if you were able to get through it. Now they're just that much better, but yeah, they were always they it's not that they were ever bad. They were just a little bit meh, but it was still like the best rewards that you can get compared to other temporary content in the game. So it's always worth doing. And now it's just like actually get excited about it, worth doing. Evan Boyle, sending over 10. Evan, thank you very much. Saying to practice with Namor on Winter Soldier. Pretty comfortable with his rotation. Oh, okay. But I really like the feel of AA. Habakram suggested him too. We'll probably go with him. Thanks for the advice. Also, both unawakened. Okay, okay. Here's something else to keep in mind. And this is true for whenever you rank up a champion. You know, of course you want to think it through because rank up resources, I mean, that's part of the game. It's just like trying to get the most out of your rank up resources, right? But this is just rank 3. You've got more ranks, so you could like start with Archangel now, and then when you are able to, you know, awaken them and get them sigged up and things like that, switch over to ranking up Namor, and you know, eventually go with him. I mean, that's good that you have his like his rotation down. But yeah, oh man. Yeah, if you like the feel of AA, yeah, I would just go with AA. He really is good for that content. Even unawakened, like his awaken ability to shut down healing, to get through things like buffet and masochism and stuff like that, it's great. But even without him being awakened, his damage, when you get those neurotoxins rolling, it's just so good and will outpace the healing anyway. Here's what I'd recommend looking into. The reparry. You can find a video on Legacy's channel and probably a few others, but definitely check out the one on Legacy's channel. And doing reparries with Archangel are really powerful because Archangel, you kind of want to get you kind of want to take blocked hits, So if you like parry on your second hit kind of thing, it's actually really good. It's not required to play the champion, you know what I mean? So don't like let it totally mess with your comfort with the champ, but check it out and, you know, start to maybe just let it process in your mind and then eventually start doing repowers and stuff. But dude, thank you again for the for another 10. Finally, 5-star curse is removed for me, and I got 5-star Cyclops. Oh. Congrats. I hope they buff Cyclops. I really hope they buff Cyclops. Unfortunately, he's not that strong. But if you're happy with him, feel bad saying that. Just got to Sig 200 on my Guardian. Such a tank. Guardian is super cool. So Guardian and Angela, those are the two champions that I would love to get to Sig 200 for my 5 stars. Those are like my next two projects for my 5-star roster at least. Just because getting their Sigs up as 6 stars, like damn near impossible. So the 5-star version of those champs probably going to be stronger than the 6 stars for most people. BG, would you rank 3 Ghost Unawakened or Cosmic Ghost Rider Awakened? Really wondering and about to become Thronebreaker. I would probably go with Cosmic Ghost Rider. And I would just rank up Ghost later on, you know, different class types. But if I could only rank up one, I'd probably go with Cosmic Ghost Rider. They're both super strong. They're both gonna kick ass at rank 2. But Ghost Unawakened, she's still good Unawakened. But a lot of people were telling me that they have both an Awakened 5-star Ghost and an Unawakened 6-star Ghost. And they actually preferred just playing the Awakened 5-star. So, kind of basing it off of that a little bit as well. BG, when did you go bald? Oh, I'm not bald, dude. I still have a full head of hair underneath this bald cap. But I've been wearing the bald cap since... Ooh, let's see. Probably... Well, I got my first bald cap, which wasn't... you know, as cap-like as it is now. I got my first bald cap probably around 23 or 24 or something like that. Maybe slightly younger even. Maybe like 21 even. I'm not sure. 20? I don't know, man. It's been a long time. And I'm 34 now. So yeah. BG, just want to say thanks for the Grandmaster guide. I was able to beat him today. Nice. Colossus my MVP. Awesome. Hunter, congrats. Yeah. Colossus, he was my preferred champ for it too. So it's awesome, man. Speaking of curses, me and Hobbs are cursed to get stuck in room 9 for incursions. The RNG is evil. I say evil in the mermaid man voice. Oh, well, whoops. I didn't do that. Not that I could do voices anyway, but... Torrance, 1005. What's up, dude? Saying I just love your channel. Torrance, thank you, man. Appreciate all the support that you send my way. Thank you very much, dude. Speaking of Hobbit, what's up, Hobbit? Whoa, look at this new setup. Are you in a different room, or did you just adjust the angles? Same room, basically same angle. Fairly close to it, at least, but just... the background's different, and there's a light on my shiny dome now too. Robert Stromberg sending over one of them Canadian bucks, talking about a toonie ripped in half, which is tough because they're coins. Saying, yo, BG, I'm gonna do my first Abyss clear on the next big holiday unit sale. Nice, dude. Which should be the spring cleaning event. I'm so excited. Yeah, the spring cleaning event. What kind of offers do they have in the spring cleaning event? I think. Are they like? Is it both? Like, because I know there's like a store that goes up where you get to like spend your units on a variety of things, right? I think. Is there also deals like on the units, like packaged deals, the same way they have for like 4th of July and Cyber Monday and stuff? Either way, dude, that's awesome, man. Whenever it lines up, whenever it works out for you, getting the Abyss done, that first run, feels great, man. Like the next 3, but like the first run and the final run, they both feel great. The runs in between, those are the painful ones. So yeah, man, that's awesome, dude. Good luck. Good luck to you. EG, being a free-to-play player, if you sum up how much units you can collect in a day, mine is 70 to 80. Is that good? It all depends on like how much time you put into it. You know, you can. I was just saying before, you can get upwards of about 2,000 units a week if you really put some effort into it. You know, but that's also if you have a very established roster and stuff like that. Originally, when I was playing this game, I don't even know what I could get in a day. It's probably like. Yeah, it was probably less than that. It was probably like 50 units a day or something, you know? But yeah, whatever you feel comfortable getting that's not going to burn you out is a good amount of units. You know, so if 70 to 80 is a comfortable pace for you, then yeah, that's great. Was some Thronebreaker ready, so those deals are going to be sweet. Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but you're right. Getting Thronebreaker before all these big deals coming up. Ooh, hopefully a lot of people are able to do it. Cool new light background, BG. Thank you, Justin. Looks really good. Thanks, Hobbit. You've got one of those perfectly shaped heads that is seen nicely at the camera angle. Looks awesome. Thanks, man. I think you've said that before. I've never really paid attention to the shape of my head. But, thank you. Why don't we start playing Fortnite for a change, BG? It could be the start of something big. I mean, the world is all about change, isn't it? Yeah, but I don't like Fortnite. So, I don't really want to play Fortnite, you know? You can make other changes that you enjoy. You don't gotta change to something that you don't enjoy. BG, is Sentinel a new player friendly? Yes, fairly friendly for new players, I would say. First off, just having bleed immunity as a new player is so good. Like, one of my favorite champions when I first started playing was Colossus. I'm talking OG Colossus, that when you get some experience in this game, you realized how bad Colossus was. Now that he's buffed, oh, he's incredible. He's incredible now that he's buffed. But back then, he was actually a garbage champion. But he was one of my favorites because I could take him up against a skill champion, and a lot of skill champions put bleeds on you, and I was immune to it. It was great. So, yeah, the fact that Sentinel's bleed immune, that's awesome. He even has like some crit resistance when you get your analysis charges built up to give you even more protection, help you get through those fights. His damage, it's not insane, but it's decent enough. He's got the poison immunity too. He's not super complicated to play where you need to do like specific combos. The most important thing about him is learning how his analysis charge is built up, and you can kind of take advantage of that by, you know, hitting a few times into the opponent's block, or if the opponent is, or if your Sentinel's awakened, just, you know, trying to get the opponent to throw the same special, you know, usually special 1 multiple times in a row. But other than that, yeah, I'd say he's one of the more new player friendly champs. you standing? No, I'm sitting. This is a standing desk, and sometimes I will be standing, but this is not one of those times. Torrance sent it over another 10. Thank you, dude. Saying, wait, I was wrong. Not just love your channel. It's the effing best in my point of view. Dude, Torrance, thank you, man. Really kind of you to say, and really generous too, man. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. I saw a pop-up here from Lisandro Antonio de Leon, which I'm probably butchering. I've probably butchered that name more than once. I don't even know if they're in here, but now's a good time to shout out all the channel members. Thank you guys for all the continued support. Davin Eaton sending over another 10, saying, what champion to rank 5 or rank up as a 6-star to complete in Act 6? Also, I'm the Big D. You definitely are, man. Thank you once again. But hold on, what champion to rank 5 or rank up as a 6-star to complete in Act 6? What champions do you have? It's kind of hard for me to say without knowing your roster. If you have Twitter by any chance, just sending over like a tweet, just a picture of your, screenshot of your champs. Some of the better ones, I would say, we just talked about Colossus. Magneto is pretty insane too against all the metal champions. Ghost and Quake, of course, if you're into their playstyles, because they are a little bit different. Those are some really good ones. But yeah, it's so hard to say without knowing your roster. Is there any champs that you're trying to decide between? Maybe if you don't have Twitter and you just have a few that you want to call out, kind of thing. Keep in mind, guys, don't spam, please. I'm not going to read your message if I see you spamming. That is the only time I will deliberately ignore your message and time you out. Robert Stromberg sent it over 7 of them Canadian bucks. Thank you, dude. Saying, also, I'm really hoping that I get a Mutant Tier 5 Class Catalyst and a Mystic Awakening gem, so I can take Duped Sunspot to rank 3 and awaken my 6-star rank 2 Doom. Dude, that'd be awesome. Good luck, man. I really, really hope you get it. I hope you get at least one of those things. Getting 2 would be the nuts, so I hope you get both, but realistically, I hope that you get at least one, How do I become a member? There's a link in the description, because it depends on your device. Sometimes there's just a button that says join, but depending on the device you're on, there won't be. But in the description, there's a link. I think it's like the second link in there. But it is like it's like a Patreon thing, except on YouTube. Davin, I'm still on the lookout for a follow-up message from you. If you have, if you want to just, you don't have to send in a super chat or anything. You just put in a regular comment. Or send it over on Twitter, like I said. I could take a look and try to give you some advice on who to go with. All right, let's keep this grind going, man. Almost got these tier 4 basics. BJ, if you check the loyalty store, it looks both beautiful and dangerous. The loyalty store, I saw Pete, so Panda Man Pete, he takes a screenshot of the loyalty store every day when it updates. So I already know there's like the all 3 champion boosts in there, right? Yeah, lesser attack, lesser champion, and lesser health. It's beautiful. All 3 of them. Sorry I don't have Twitter. Oh no, it's all good. But yeah, I could rattle off a few more if you don't feel like typing out your champs. Doom, of course. Doom is insane. Corvus, if you like to run suicides, or Omega Red, if you like to run suicides. Without it, Claire. Guillotine 2099. There's so many good champs in this game. Those are some off the top of my dome, at least. But yeah, if you ever feel like typing them out or whatever, try to give more personalized advice. Damn, I need a credit card or PayPal for it. Sorry. Oh no, dude, don't apologize, man. It's no worries. No one, like, I appreciate all the members and stuff like that, but don't even sweat it. UBG, how many 5- and 6-star minimums should I need to grind for a featured 5-star without using units? Tough question to answer. What you'd want to do is run through all of your 6 stars. See how many points that gives you. Kind of note that number down. Run through all of your 5 stars. See how many points that gives you. Note that number down as well. And then figure out how many times a day you can run that setup. You know, you could run your 6 stars twice a day if you have the time, assuming you have the time. And the 5 stars you could run 3 times a day. Once again, assuming you have the time, because not everyone is able to do that. But and then yeah, you can, you know, multiply that by the 3 days. I'd say realistically, for the champs that go lower, for the less desired champions, you probably need, like, I don't know, 10 6 stars and maybe 65 stars or something like that. At a minimum, just to give a rough estimate, but for a closer estimate, just do what I was saying. Because yeah, I can't come up with those numbers off the top of my head. Also keep in mind, don't type your message in all caps, please. Did you have used Mole Man any since his buff? Not really. I want to, because everyone says he's so good, and a lot of my alliance mates are using Mole Man. Karate Mike being like the #1 Mole Man fan. And then of course, I don't think Legacy uses him a ton. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think he does. But of course, he was the original like Mole Man fan. Calling him the skill Corvus and all that. But there's like, I don't know, 3 or 4 other people in for Loki that are all into Mole Man. Would you agree people are underrating Vision Arcus? I think he fills more niche roles than Medusa. I don't really hear people talk about Arcus too much. I do think he's pretty cool, but I have never done a side-by-side comparison between them. Maybe I should do that for one of the Versus videos. I've played Medusa a ton. But use Medusa and use Arcus kind of side-by-side and see which one feels better. I always wanted to pull an Arcus. And if I pulled a 6-star Arcus, I would probably rank him up. I just haven't hold them. So I think I might have a 5-star now, but it's really hard to rank up 5 stars. I got to be really careful with who I rank up, and Arcus probably not going to get it until he's a 6-star. Do you have a video on how to play Ghost or any channels you suggest who do? I don't have a guide for Ghost. I don't know who has Ghost guides, but lots of wars on like Panda Man Pete's channel and Legacy's channel using Ghost, Legends runs, general questing, beta content for, you know, like 7.2. There's tons of Ghost gameplay everywhere, but like a dedicated guide, sorry, I know it's out there. I just don't know which channel it's on. Robert Stromberg sending over another one of them Canadian bucks saying, yo, BG, tweet, sure, man. Let's see what we got. Who do you think would be the best to rank up for the future? They're all 5 stars, zoom in. Yeah. I mean, Quake, if you're comfortable with Quake style, it's probably going to be the answer. But, ooh, 160, that's really nice. Here's the thing about Mole Man. Have you done the villain variant yet? The latest variant, variant 6. If you haven't done it yet, then I would seriously consider ranking up villains just to clear that content. And Mole Man, it's not like he's going to be useless after that variant. He's going to be a good champion still. It's just you can kind of get that immediate value and then have the long-term value as well. Whereas Quake, I mean, if you're using her all over the place already, then yeah, there's of course immediate value too. But if you haven't done the variants, I would probably rank for that. But otherwise, yeah, the answer is probably Quake. Also, though, all 3 champions are great. So, you know, you could just totally make a personal preference call, and they're all going to be good. Arcus became less useful to me after Magneto got buffed. Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. Magneto is such a beast. Robert sending over another buck. Thank you, dude. Hold on. What's up, Glory? Saying it genuinely pains you to say Quake, doesn't it? A little bit. All right, Robert, though. Like, I'm good with Quake, but I don't really like playing her. And yes, all the variants are 100%. And I also have everyone that I'll need for the Abyss. Okay. And yeah, personal preference call, I would say, dude. If you don't really like playing Quake, don't rank her up. Like, my Quake is not ranked up. I have no regrets about it. I really dislike playing that champion. Like, here she is right now. People give me crap all the time. I'm gonna put her in the arena. People give me crap for just using, like, 5-hit combos with her in the arena, and that's because I'm not paying attention. You know, I did used to like Quake at a time. And then, I liked her when I thought I thought the best way to play her was like a mix of play styles. But when it's just the single play style, that's when I started to dislike her, and yeah. But hey, if you guys like Quake, keep using Quake. It's just personal preference, that's all. That's all it is. BG, I know you probably won't do it, but would love to someday see an Immortal A-Bomb versus OG A-Bomb race video with the full synergy teams. Of course, would have to pull I-Bomb first, but still, it'll be fun. Yeah, maybe at some point, but you're right, I don't have an I-Bomb, so... Maxed out my 5-star Venom, so happy helping out my attack roster. Also really close to my 3rd 6-star, hoping I can get better than my Iron Patron and King Groot 6-stars that I already have. Well, that Venom is awesome to have ranked up, but yeah, good luck with your next 6-star. We're gonna Dream and Raid. Hashtag Dream and Raid in here. Dreamin', thank you for the raid, dude. Appreciate it, man. Hang on one sec. I was gonna look for something too. Whoa, what did I just hit? Oh, God. I tried to Control F and I hit Windows key F. Dude, I thought my computer was going down for a second. Some weird thing popped up. Screen flashed. What the F? Alright, anyway. Torrance. Dude, sending over another 5. Torrance, thank you, man. Saying, in case anyone not paying attention, this is the best effing channel. Oh, man, you're too kind, dude. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you very much. Robert sending over another buck as well, saying, I'm thinking I might save my tier 5 basic and tier 2 alpha for my 6-star roster. Now that I think of it, because I already know on the next big holiday sale, my 6-star roster is going to skyrocket. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. There's also 6-star shards in the Abyss as well. So, I think, yeah, there is on the initial completion, right? Yeah. So, that's a good idea, dude. You don't need to rank someone up right now. Saving is never bad. Mercer sent it over Buck as well, saying Corvus worth a generic or wait for a cosmic gem. Just bowled him for the first time from a GMC of all things. He's worth the generic, yes. Here's what I would say though: rank him up first. I don't know if you're able to immediately rank him up, then cool. You know, just pop the awakening gem into him. But if it's gonna take you a little bit of time to get the rank up resources, just wait in case you naturally awaken him. It happens, you know. You use a gem and then your next crystal somehow has that dupe in it. Because he only needs Sig level 1. Don't bother putting any Sig stones into him. Sig 1 and done for Corvus. What was I gonna say too? There's one other thing I was gonna add. Oh yeah, he's way better with suicides. If you're a suicide mastery runner, then you're for sure going to love him. Without suicides, depending on the champions that you already have, you might find yourself enjoying other champions more. So that's the other thing about getting him ranked up before popping the awakening gem, is you can get a feel for that damage and, you know, see if you like him. But if you do like him, then he's 100,000% worth awakening. The cheat death that he gains from it is super valuable. Can't believe you didn't show up for High Z. High Z, I know, dreaming. I didn't know, dude. I wish I knew. I don't even remember what I was doing at the time. Oh, no, actually I know it. I mean, I was working on this stuff. But I would have at least put it on in the background or something. Dang, man. How's he doing? The last time I talked to Heisey was like Comic-Con. I mean, I guess he didn't leave. When did he leave the Alliance, man? I don't even know. But the last time I remember talking to Heisey was at Comic-Con. And, you know, for some reason you weren't with us for some of that, but it was, you know, Heisey and a few of us going around to different bars and stuff like that. That's probably the night that you guys were having like your steak dinner or something like that at what was that fancy restaurant? Oh man, I don't remember the name of that restaurant, but I'm sure you remember it. Wait, dude, will we be getting an awakening gem crystal this month? Will we? Is there one on the calendar or something? Or is that from like the side quest? It is in such high definition. Thanks, quick shot. Is it too high def? You hadn't logged in for 16 months. It was pretty hilarious. Yeah, it does sound pretty great. Peter Luger's. Yeah. I knew it was some. That's such a weird name to me. For a steakhouse or something. But I guess the only steakhouse I could think of off the top of my head is like Outback Steakhouse, since I don't really go out to eat. So to me, if it's not like a... Oh, no, there's also Charlie Brown Steakhouse, but that place like went out of business. I think that might have only been on the East Coast too. I'm not sure. Actually, I have no idea if it was or not. But yeah, it's probably just the founder's name. Oh, I'm sure the dude's an important dude for the company, but like that to me, Peter Luger's, that could be like a handbag manufacturer or something like that, you know? Like what's that famous they don't just make handbags or something, right? Do they make shoes and stuff too? I don't know, for like, you know, ladies stuff. I don't know. I mean, maybe they don't know just make lady stuff too, but anyway, that's what it reminds me of. I'm sure somebody knows what I'm talking about. Sergio Peria. Oh man, I probably messed up your last. I should have just said Sergio. But dude, thank you very much for the buck. Louis Vuitton. Yeah. That's the one I was thinking of. Thank you. God, it was right on the tip of my tongue and I couldn't think of it. But that's what I was thinking of. I mean, you might as well just swap the two names. Yeah, we're going to eat steak tonight at Louis Vuitton's or something. Anyway, Sergio, thank you again for the buck, man. Saying, which camera do you use, BG? It looks pretty good. Thank you, dude. It's the Sony A7 III, which is way overkill for streaming. I got this camera to make other videos outside of any sort of gameplay type streaming or making videos. I've had it for a couple years now. It just looks a little bit more clear now because I also have a light for the first time right above me, and then my head doesn't blend in with the background anymore because my head is the same tone as the wall. We're both very pale white, so it probably looks a little bit more clear because of those things. But yeah, that's what I'm using. There's like a few different variations of the A7 III, but it's just the A7 III. There's like an R3 or an S3 or maybe some others, I don't know, but that's the one I'm using. Michael Kors, oh, that's one of those too, isn't it? Yeah, we're eating a Michael Kors steakhouse, dude. BG, who should I rank for Act 6.2? Magneto, Domino, or Namor? For 6.2 specifically, I would probably just go Magneto. I'm trying to think if there's that many fights that Magneto really shines in, like boss-wise. And boss-wise, I don't think so. Most of them are not metal. We have Sim Supreme, Mr. Sinister. But you need a Fury buff for Mr. Sinister, right? Doesn't he technically get Fury? Anyway, then there's who's the boss of the third quest? Because Kingpin's the fourth, then Mordo, then Champion. Third quest, was that Sabretooth? Saberman? Or Omega Red? I can't remember. But yeah, I would probably just go Magneto for other fights, because there's gonna be metal champions all throughout the quest. He just might not be the best for the bosses themselves. Mavericks and over $1. Thank you, dude. Saying BGN chat, is it too late to go for a Legends run for the monthly event quest? Can't remember how long into the month we have to go for it. Usually have 2 weeks. I don't think it's been 2 weeks yet, has it? It's just been, I think it's been like a week and a couple of days. I'm trying to check on the forums for you right now. Hang on. Because what you can do is you could, if you're ever not sure, check the in-game message and then check the forums. Probably in general discussions. Is it this one? This is just the side quest info. Hold on. Oh, tried to search for Legends. It's been less than 2 weeks though, so you should be good. Someone else can maybe verify if they know the exact date. But it's been less than 2 weeks, because it came out on the 3rd, right? The update. So yeah, should have a little bit more time. But if someone else is able just to double check that. What's up, Enzo, by the way? Saying good morning, BG. What is your answer to the question you asked me? Oh, man. Tough. I liked your answer. So, Enzo asked me... sorry, I asked Enzo. Enzo always asks really interesting questions. So every time I go to his stream, I try to think of a really interesting one to ask him as well. And I asked him if he thought, like, the Cav crystals, basically it went from the premium hero crystal to the Grandmaster crystal to the Cav crystal. When do you think it's a good time to go to, like, the next crystal? And Enzo's answer, I don't remember it word for word, but he was saying he would like to see a new crystal that was higher in unit cost but also just as like a trade-off was a better value, where it cost like 1,000 units to get this crystal, but it also gave like a 10% chance at getting a champion or something like that. Or maybe that wasn't the exact percentage in cost, but you know, so, just as an idea, something like that. So my answer to that question, Enzo, it's tough because the cav crystals in low quantity, they're really not good, but cav crystals in high quantity, it, you know, it definitely has an impact on someone's roster for sure. Even if they miss out on the champ they're going for, just all the additional shards and things like that, the ISO, the gold, and other random 6-star champions and all that stuff, it really adds up. But you also have to spend quite a bit to do that, and not many people can do that. So I don't really have an answer. The reason why I asked you is because, you know, you do open those crystals, so I kind of wanted to hear your perspective. From my perspective, maybe when we see some other change, actually, you know what? Because of the video that I posted today, I would like the cav crystals to have like a closer value, maybe not like as good of value when you look at all of the event quest things, but just from a 6-star gaining standpoint, if it were more in line with that way the event quest was like, okay, still more valuable because of all the extra goodies that come along with it. But if they changed it maybe for that, because the basic cav, the regular cav crystal's been out long enough that maybe it'd be time for a change, or maybe it would take longer. I don't know. Either way, I probably wouldn't get the updated version either. So yeah. CT sending over $1 though. CT, thank you very much. Saying, BG, who should I rank up for my first rank 5-star? AA Stark Spidey or Cap Infinity? I'm uncollected, and the only one awakened is AA at Sig 114. Who do you play the most right now? Whoever you play the most right now should probably be your first rank 5. Just whoever your go-to is at rank 4. If it's evenly distributed throughout all 3 of those, then I would actually, like, as good as AA is, I would actually not rank up AA first and go back to rank 5 AA after a few other rank ups, just because I think at rank 4 he puts in so much work, whereas the other champs, in situations where you find yourself against an opponent that's immune, and you really need like the champion's full power, you're gonna be probably sad if AA was like the one you invested in. So I'd probably pick one of the other 2, to be honest, but just whichever one you play more of. Stark Spidey has the added benefit of being good for variant 3 and variant 5, so I would probably lean towards Stark Spidey the most. But if he doesn't fit your play style or something like that, you could go with any of the 3, really. But yeah, because of those reasons, I probably would go with Stark Spidey. But for real, your first rank 5, it's such a personal decision, and this goes for any time that you're getting a champion to like that next level. You got to go with the champion that you really like to play, and whoever used the most at rank 4, that should probably just kind of dictate your rank up. But for me, I would go Stark Spidey. What are those? Good night from Philadelphia, sir. Torrance. All right, man. Have a good night, dude. Thank you very much once again for all the kind words and support, dude. Thank you very much. Tweet BG. Username is Cordis Jules. 1 sec. Where's Jules? Found you. Alright, let me see. I'm currently stuck on 6.3.5. I would like to hear your opinion on what content I should focus on next. 6.3.5. Is that the one with the Mysterio boss? The boss is tough. Even after the change, he's still strong. Okay, have you done the variants? Because honestly, after getting Cavalier, my recommendation is usually to get out of Act 6 and do the variants. And I don't see that many champions at rank 5 here, which means you might still have some variants to do and get those rank up gems. And your 6 stars are not ranked up. So my advice would be, if you haven't done like variant 5, you've got a strong Mystic champion here ranked up that will help you out. Although, as I say that, I don't see too many other champs that would help you out in that variant. So you might need to rank up a few other champs before you could tackle that con. They don't all need to be rank 5, but just get a couple of others at, like, you know, rank 4 maybe or something like that. Oh, you do have Venom the Duck. I, for some reason, skipped over Venom the Duck. You do have him. So, yeah, honestly, with those two, might be good to go for variant 5. And I would start ranking up villains for variant 6, and then just rank, you know, just kind of pick off all the variants. You have Warlock here for variant 3, which can carry you through most of it. But maybe, you know, get Guillotine ranked up and use like the 2 of those to get through. But yeah, I would focus on the variants. And if you have done the variants and like 100% the variants, or after you do 100% the variants, then at that point, hopefully you'll have more champs ranked up and you'll be able to get back in and finish, you know, doing like a single clear of Act 6. So BG, why is my top champion Gulk PI only 11,780 for me? The PI, I mean, PI doesn't really mean much. You can kind of just ignore that number. But it's based off of your, like, the champion's rank, their sig level, your masteries. Masteries play a pretty big role in the number that you see there. If you have any synergies on the team, if you're looking at it from a team perspective, and then if you're running any boosts, all those things will influence the champion's PI number. But you don't need to worry about it. Just focus on ranking up champs that help you get through content, basically, and that's the only thing that really matters. It's fun seeing the big numbers sometimes, like, you know, getting that first champion over 10k just to get the 5 digits, you know, like, that's really cool. But other than that, it's meaningless. What the fudge is up, Bry Guy? What up, J Divine? Dude, my game is lagging. I'm gonna have to do a restart here in a moment. Also try and grind that arena as well as get those units up to help out with Act 6. That's true too, yeah. To help out if you're stuck in some content. You know, stockpile some revives from the 22-hour solo events. You know, I mean, just basically follow the advice I gave in the revive farming video that I posted a few weeks back. The potions as well. And you know, grab some units from the arena if you're able to help with that too. Sisik17, I hope I didn't mess up your name, but thank you very much for the 2 saying, hey BG, off topic, but you like speedruns, don't you? Yeah. I've seen a guy who speedran Mario 64, he collected 70 stars, all blindfolded. You should consider watching that. It's insane how people can do that. I've never watched a full blindfolded run of SM64. But I have watched many speedruns for that game. That's probably the game that I've watched the most speedruns for. It's my favorite speedrun game. Oh yeah, I need to restart. I don't really watch the speedruns for that game anymore, nor do I watch that many speedruns in general, but I used to watch them a ton. I still know the names of like a lot of the big speedrunners for that game, like Cheese, you know, or like back in the day, Siglemic. But anyway, I did, however, see a video on YouTube. It just, the YouTube algorithm took a hold of it, you know, and I guess a ton of people saw it, where this guy was he faked his way through a blindfolded run of Super Mario 64, and someone broke down just how obvious it was that this guy was not doing it legitimately. There are people that do it legitimately, so you know, the run you're talking about, it probably was a legit run. I'm just saying, there was one guy that did try to fake it, and he got busted pretty hard, and that video really showed all the ways. But yeah, man, it's crazy what people are able to do blindfold in these games, man. I remember at like AGDQ or whichever one it was, and I'm sure they've done it a multiple, but they did like blindfolded what's that game, man? Mike Tyson's Punch Out. When I was a kid, I never did a blindfolded run, but I you know, I played Pokemon, like the original Pokemon game, pretty hard. Not as hard as people who like play it competitively do, but you know, like I got all 150 Pokemon, or 151 with Mew, but you know, anyway, in the original game, and I was leveling them all up and going through the Elite Four, and I memorized that I could play the game without looking at the game, just memorizing the sounds of the Game Boy. And I would do that like I would just be sleeping over my friend's house or something like that. Like I literally remember being in my friend's living room, like the tiles that were there, and they were so hard like to sleep on, so I just couldn't really sleep. Always had a little bit of insomnia to me as a kid even, and yeah, I would just play the game totally off of sound without looking. But I couldn't play the entire game, just going through the Elite Four. That's it. Playing the entire game, that'd be crazy. I'm sure somebody could do it, but it ain't me. Without a contempt, sending over $1. Dude, I don't see a last from you. I'm sure you probably put a message in, but for whatever reason, YouTube didn't spit it out. Put the message in again, and I'll be on the lookout for it. James sending over $1 as well. Thank you, James. Saying, when we see you in a beanie again. Also, how often do you update your spreadsheets? I usually just update them right before making a video. I used to update them more frequently, but it's tedious. So usually right before making a video, I'll update them. I always try to keep up with it, but it's, oh man. Nightbaldy, oh, that's your message? It's just Nightbaldy? Alright, well, Cloud of Contempt. Good night, dude. Have a good one. I was dreaming, kicked out of Fort Loki. He made a video about it. I don't know. I'm not, you know, an officer. But the only info is in that video of his. Did you do a blindfold uncollected challenge? Blindfold uncollected challenge, man, that'd be rough. Let me do like a, here. I can do a blindfolded fight challenge. Let me know when I win. I actually don't have any sound on. Wait, I'm against the Havoc. I saw that before I covered up my eyes. I don't know if this is gonna go so well, because Havoc is tough. Did I win yet? Oh man, I'm not winning, am I? I gotta have the peripheral vision at least. I don't have to be looking directly at my phone, but I need at least some vision. Blindfolded Act 1. Might be doable. I remember getting Mewtwo, trying to trap him in a Pokemon Ball. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, dude. I remember never using my Master Ball on Mewtwo. and just never using it in general. So I was like, well, you could just save right before. So I'll just save right before. And then I get to keep the Master Ball forever, man. Master Ball hoarder. Sorry for respecting the question. It was accidental. I don't know what that means, but okay. I've done all paths in Abyss except path 4, the hardest one. How many units should I save before trying it? Use between 85 to 100 revives each for the rest. I can't tell you a unit number. You know, I did the run and showed exactly how many resources it took me to get through it. And that's all I could really tell you, man, is try to base it off of other people who have gone through the content and showed what it took to go through it, and compare yourself to them skill-wise. If you're a little bit better, obviously it's going to be a little bit cheaper. If you're not quite as good, be a little bit more expensive. And then it also depends on how well you're able to stash resources before going into it. But that's the only way to get a realistic number. Everything else is just going to be a BS number pulled straight out of the butt. Fish Place Pokemon was the best speedrun. Fish Place Pokemon was pretty awesome. I didn't really watch much of it, but I really appreciated that it was a thing. It was super awesome. But I was, at the time when that was going on, I was watching, I really did watch a lot of speedruns. A lot of like smaller channels that maybe there was only like anywhere from a dozen to, on a good night, you know, like 100 people checking out a speed run. Just, I don't know, man. Oh, you know what? The last speed runs I was really into, and I haven't watched these in a while, but totally forgot about them even until just now. There's a channel. Oh, I don't remember what the channel is, but there's like multiple channels. Speed races. I don't know, but basically it's all about races, and Link to the Past randomizer races. Those were my favorite to watch. So Link to the Past. I mean, I even have the God, wrong side. Even have the poster right up there. Love that game so much, man. Scared the crap out of me playing it as a kid. It's not even meant to be a scary game, but just like the pressure of being in this big scary world, man, as a kid, as a youngster, especially when you start without a weapon. Oh man. But anyway, love that game, and you get like a new item in like each of the dungeons that you go into. Like that's how the game's normally meant to be played. But in the randomizers, they take all of the different, you know, all the different treasure chests in the game, and they just totally randomize things. They made, you know, the people who made the mod for it, they're really smart, so they made sure that you like can't get stuck. So there's always some place for you to check for an item. But yeah, you're just left exploring the world, hoping that you get a certain item. And let's say to get through a certain dungeon, you need the bow, for example. So you can't complete that dungeon until you find the bow, and it could be who knows where. But as soon as you get that item, then you're like, oh, cool, now I can go do this dungeon. Maybe there'll be a different item in there. There's not always, but maybe you need to do it just to complete the game. And yeah, man, just watching like the gears turn for these people doing these runs is really interesting to me, especially when it's like a side-by-side race where they kind of branch off and go different ways. Those are my favorite ones to watch, but it's been a while since I actually watched those. But yeah, Rex Kramer sending over 2 of them Canadian bucks, and Bald Cap looks great with the new setup, BG. Thank you, Rex. Appreciate it, man. I'm not done yet even. This is like, I would say phase 2 is now complete. Phase 1 is what I see, which is just like a new desk and like a new camera mount. Phase 2 is like the wall back there. I'm not ready to share phase 3 yet. And there's maybe 4 or 5 phases. There'll be more changes over time. I might take a little break though, because it's hard work setting all this stuff up, man. But yeah. But thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Nice lighting and setup, BG. Thank you very much. Should I do Warlock or Cosmic Ghost Rider for my first rank 5 4-star? I would say Warlock between those two. Cosmic Ghost Rider is insane, but Warlock, I mean, he's also insane. He's just a different type of insane. He's just stacked with everything you need for a 4-star champion, pretty much. Can completely cut the opponent's healing, has the most important immunities. I would go with Warlock. Static standing over another 5 as well. Thanks, Static. So BG was watching TV and got 6 mango crystals. I hope this ends well. I really hope this ends well. Got 6 mango crystals. I may or may not have gotten a 6-star nexus that offered me an Aegon. I may or may not have picked him up. Well, did you? Get this may or may not crap out of here, man. You gotta tell us. Nah, dude, that's awesome, man. Congratulations. Congrats, dude. 6-star nexus. Ooh, that's gotta feel so good. He said yes. No, I was just kidding. I of course, I knew you actually got him. But that's awesome, man. Congrats, dude. Wait. Is that... Do you have, like, that's first time pull on Awakened? Or is that the Awakening? Sounds like first time pull, which is still awesome. The first time is the hardest. Because there's always Awakening gems that'll come later and stuff, but... Competitive StarCraft blew my mind, especially when they record the keystrokes. Just astounding. Yeah. Yeah, that stuff always blew my mind too. I was never into StarCraft, but I was really into Warcraft 3. And it's, I mean, they're, you know, both RTS games. Both when you watch their hands moving on the keyboard, absolute insanity. I played the crap out of Warcraft 3, and they have something in that game called APM. Well, technically APM is in anything you do. It just means actions per minute. But they actually record that stuff in those games. And my APM average across like a 20-minute game or something like that, the highest I was ever able to get it up to was about 120. Like 120 actions per minute. And some of these pros, they can average in a like a 20-minute game like 300 plus actions per minute, and spike upwards of like 500 or something like that. Totally ridiculous how fast they are. And this is not just their hands moving fast, like their mind, of course, they have to be moving that fast in order to do the right actions. A lot of it is also just like spam clicking and stuff like that, but a lot of it is not. And a lot of it's like legit, you're just pulling off strategies at that speed. Just crazy. Super crazy. Oh wait, Static sent over another 5 saying I did, although Cap Marvel movie was in the role too. And I had to double think it. First time Aegon pull, have 565, 200 ready. Okay. I mean, I think you made the right call. I don't think you're going to be using that Aegon anytime soon, probably. But, I mean, you know, just thinking about my own situation, I'm so happy. The game trolled the hell out of me the way it went down. But I'm still so happy that I have this Aegon to eventually use, because he's insane. You know, I mean, even compared to the new champions coming out, he's still insane. And for future content, when the 5-star just doesn't cut it anymore, or even if the 5-star is still cutting it, you just want to use a 6-star. Like, yeah, I think he has way more long-term value than Cap Marvel, as good as a champion as Cap Marvel is. I think Aegon's just one of those next level champions. So, but dang, dude, what a nexus. Both Cap Marvel and Aegon in there. That is sick. Send over another 2 saying he's not getting any weaker for long form content. Exactly, yeah. He damn sure isn't. He was so strong. Thank you for another 2. Imperial God also sent over 2 saying, BG, my game keeps crashing. Any tips to make it stop? Unless you know how servers work and you can go work for Kabam or something like that, or maybe whatever company Kabam's using to host their game. Like, I don't know. There's really not much you could do, man. Unfortunately, it's pretty much out of the player's hands. Oh my god. It happened again. Alright, I gotta turn off the alerts. I don't know what's doing this. For whatever reason, every so often, it just completely resets all of the donation alerts that showed up and just starts playing them again. I didn't click on anything. I didn't hit anything. Didn't even touch my keyboard, so there's not like some hotkey that could have caused it. It just freaking happened. It's so bizarre. At least it waited till the end of the stream tonight instead of at the beginning like it did yesterday. I tried doing a Google search for, like, see what's going on, and I couldn't really find anything. I'll have to keep looking, though. Maybe uninstall all the stuff, reinstall. I don't know. But yeah, Imperial God, unfortunately, dude, that's just something on Kabam's end, really. There was an issue with Spider-Ham, where Spider-Ham was crashing people's games. He doesn't crash my game anymore, and I haven't really heard of him crashing other people's games anymore either, but pay attention. Like, it could still happen, maybe, and maybe that's when you're crashing, is when Spider-Ham gets thrown into a fight. That'd be the only thing I could think of, is to, you know, avoid any interactions with him. Outside of that, though, it's just totally on Kabam's end. They need to fix the crashing issues, and that's pretty much it. All we can do is hope the next update is better. Because yeah, it's been crashing. I mean, it varies too, but I would say the game crashes for me like once every hour and a half or so. Well, depends on how many fights I'm doing, because I think that's what actually makes it crash, is like how many fights you actually do. Because if I'm doing like the Abyss, where there's very few fights in an hour and a half, no crashing at all. But oh, look at that, we multiplied the money again too. I'm actually, yeah, I don't want to fix this bug, because this is how we print money, with the double notifications. Because Davin we just doubled the money they sent over, just like that. AWS, if I remember correctly, when a whole bunch of apps went down at once, including this one, it was AWS, which makes sense because I think it's the largest hosting service. Oh, so it might just be something with AWS still. Yeah, I mean, in the past there has been issues with their hosting services, but I didn't think that was the case this time. But yeah, it could be, could very well be. I mean, it was definitely something with them with the whole Spider-Ham thing, right? Had to have been. But with other server stability things, could be something with whatever service they use. Running on S10 and I haven't experienced the crashing issue. Is it mainly an iPhone issue? I actually don't know, Travis. I just know a lot of people crash. But okay, Ms. Jane saying no Abdo tonight. Did he send over sometimes sends over a tweet. He might have, but I didn't see anything, but okay. No Abby Doe tonight. On that note, though, it is going to be a little bit late. And since we did already just create money out of thin air, it's probably a good time to call it before we get busted for it, you know? It's very likely it's my device because I play on an iPod Touch, so def out of date. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's the actual cause of it, but it definitely can't help playing on an older device, you know? Definitely doesn't do it any favors. Anyone know why item use says 2-day event now? Omar, I think that's just because daylight savings is coming. So it doesn't last for the full 3 days, and I think oh god, it's in this mode. It's still showing up. So yeah, I think that's all it is, man. I think it'll be back to saying 3 days when we get the full 3 days, but it's like ending an hour early. I think. I don't know if that's the real answer, but I think we've seen this before, if I remember. Okay. Anyway. Shout out to you, Davin Eaton, for being tonight's biggest D. And yeah, thank you to everyone else. There's a bunch of super chats and all that tonight. Even though the numbers are kind of fudged right now, there was still some very generous super chats and all that. So thank you guys. And I'll be back tomorrow. Normal time, probably normal time. Legacy and I, we want to do our incursions run. We're just kind of waiting for, you know, I told them I wanted to get this stuff set up first, and now we're just waiting for the right day. So maybe daytime stream coming up soon, but it'll be for the incursions. All right. Anyway, though, I'll see you all tomorrow. Good night, everybody.